what I'm gonna talk about today is like last month was men's mental health, and a lot of people like we don't really talk about that, and we really need to. Like nobody ever speaks about like men's mental health. I feel like that's a big part of society. Like men, we have like I think statistic wise, we probably got the highest suicide rate in black men too. Like suicide rate is just up in arms. And I feel like we need to elaborate more on our mental health as people, as a group of people, and more. Like people don't really take that as serious as I feel like we need to take that serious. Like, like I want to tell my story. For me, I feel like these last 3 years, or I say probably last four, they probably been some of the probably the worst of my life, honestly. Like I wanna be an open book, so I really want to tell like as much as I can, cause I want to see if it helps somebody else. Like honestly, from 2019 when my uncle passed, and then 2020, it's just like I really, 2020 was probably like it wasn't a bad year for me. It was a decent year, but I say 2019, 2021, and 2022. 2022, I lost my cousin. To me, that was like my best friend when I was younger. Like we fought every day, every time we seen each other. Uh, like we spent like most of our like holidays together sometimes, and then like what happened? Like it's just like there was like he was like my big brother. Like I ain't get to experience my big brother most of my life. I only experienced my real big brother from ages 0 to I say like 7, and I was really a baby for real. So it's like that was like one of the, besides my cousin, my other cousins, that was like one of my like we grew up together. So it's like that one hurt me bad. I didn't know how to feel. Like everybody's just asking me, "Am I okay? How am I doing?" Like I hid my emotions for like a very long time, and no lie, I'm still sad, and I miss him. Like I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm depressed right now or anything because like that around that time, like after he passed, I really did some soul searching. Like that year, I probably like people don't like hearing this, but like I was talking to like a lot of different women, shoot, just to see if like that'd like be my escape, like that'd be my escape, just or be around my friends or something. Like I feel like I never really like got to be with those girls because like I wasn't right with myself, and I was like, and when you talking to somebody, you gotta be willing to give them everything you got, and I don't think I was ready at that point in time. Like that's probably what it probably messed up a lot for me at that point in time. Being a person, like honestly, like I probably really needed like a long time and like time with God, honestly, like for real, like me just sitting here, like I cry mostly every day. Like sometimes I don't cry as much now, but like that's probably one of my most vulnerable moments. And men as men in society, we're not allowed to be vulnerable. And I feel like I want my podcast to be that space, not just for men, women, children, like upgrowing teens. Like somebody needs to be a voice, and all we hear all day is like negativity towards black women, black men spreading negativity towards each other. We like somebody in competition with somebody else. Like Like no lie. I say my like comments on like what like some women think, but I don't generally like hate women. Like as dudes, we ain't the most perfect people in the world either. Like we both sides are imperfect. God didn't make us to be perfect. Ain't no such thing as perfection. Like to me, as a personal thing for myself, I said this the other day. Like Kobe Bryant. He seeked perfection. I seek perfection because that's why how I strive. Like I know I'm never gonna be perfect, but if I seek perfection, it's gonna allow me to keep going, and keep climbing. Like honestly, I like our mental health is like something that we really need to focus on as a group. Like we got social media got us some people lying to themselves and putting on the front for others that don't even know them. Like, bro, just like I feel like everyone needs to be better within themselves and really focus on what we need to be focusing on. Like that's our health, our mental health, and our unity. And my bad, I'm breathing hard, but we really don't have that. And to have those three things structured in our life, it's like it's damn near perfect, honestly. Like we should really focus on that, honestly. Like back to what I was saying. Like when my cousin passed last year, that was like a most impactful thing in my life. I was at soul searching every day. Like I was working on my brand for a minute. Like that's when I first started like revamping it, rebranding. I'm on my second rebrand, my first official rebrand right now. But this is when I was trying to make my brand official, trying to find a name, trying to make it a brand. But right now, I'm working on it right now. But stay tuned, y'all. But honestly, that was like I was really locked in with my life. That point in time, I was just ready to focus. Like I wanted so much better for myself. Like this is like prior to that, it was 2021, and I got in a car accident with three of my friends. To me, like I don't know if no, they probably don't say this, but I saw God. Like that, I'm really dead serious. Like I saw God. Like I saw one of our classmates, Kobe, when I seen my life flashing. Like I seen a lot. Like people don't understand that. Like I do not be playing about that. Like I literally felt like I seen God, and He was talking to me, and I really wanted to like give up, like on my time here on Earth or in this realm because I thought it was just the end. Like that, I got a scar on my hand. Like I couldn't work for 4 months. I think it's like August. I mean like June to like let me say June is a 6 month. So it wasn't really 4 months. It was 2 months. But like I couldn't work for about 2 months. But my rehab was supposed to be 4. And I excelled in my rehab, but I had all the time in the world to think. Like at that moment, I was like I was just pissed sometimes every day, and sometimes I wanted to give up. But like my medical insurance wasn't going through. I couldn't pay the bills. Like just everything. My credit was almost messing up. Like everything was just crashing. Like that's like one of the worst moments of my life. And my life has not even been that long yet. I've only been on this earth for 23 years. And not a full 23 years at that. Like, to be honest, like it's kind of hard, yeah. But like that moment, like being in that car accident, and I felt like it's some like in some instance, like I feel like it was my fault. Like it was my fault. Like not the car accident, but like my friends, like being in that predicament with me. Like if they lost their lives, that was on me. Like like I gotta tell they parents, like that this is my fault. It was in my car and my responsibility. Like everything was just like with my friend Teron was his blood got on me when he was in the car, so they had cut my clothes off. The ENT, like when he was in the hospital, I had called and I had called like my homeboy Chris called me and and I think Teron's girlfriend was with him too, and I was just making sure he was okay, making sure Richard in Dallas is okay. Like I really like I really like put their lives in danger. That's how I was thinking. Like they could have been like it could have been the last of their lives. I think we all had grade 5 concussions. Like them, that's one of the ones that's like near close to death. Like Teron was almost not walking no more. I was like it was just a moment in my life where I felt like the world was just crashing down on me. Like after all my people came to see me in my house. Like yeah, when I had that cast on, like my scar my scar right here. Like when I had that cast on, like having to take a shower with a bag uh, taking a shower with a bag on my hand, having to take pain medicine, which didn't work. It was just like drugs just filling my body, killing me from within. I felt like that shit wasn't working. All it was doing was getting me high. And like that time period is like I got food stamps at the time, but that's not what I wanted to live off of. Like all I could do is just sit in my room, eat the stuff I bought from Sam's, and then just sit there and think and, and pray. Honestly, like if it weren't for God, I probably wouldn't. I probably would not have made it through that process. Like I really did not want to be here. Like at that point in time, like that's why I don't make fun of nobody like who faces like suicide or anything or mental health. Like I don't make fun of nobody for doing anything. Like we all human and we all are ourselves. We're not meant to be the same. I feel like people want a norm to be like they want to be a normal or normal, like they said on Mighty Mitt, like a normal. I'm like we all are not meant to be the same. We all are indifferent. We all God made us in our own ways. We are gods ourselves. Like he made us the like he made us in our own particular way. Our ways to be special. Like we like we're not the same, but we are in some instances. Like that's kind of hard, but for real though, like that time a year, it was around my 21st birthday. It was literally 2 weeks after my 21st. I was just having a fun couple weeks, months. Everything was just going good. Like I ain't gonna fake it. That year, I was a freaking asshole. I like that moment of me being in that car accident. It really humbled me. Like I was a freaking asshole. Like I seen a car like what's it call it right before that moment we got in the accident. Right after we dropped Seal off, and we was talking about it. We was talking bad about it. Like I think they just got an accident too, and we laughed. I feel like that moment. My bad, y'all. That moment. That's that was karma. Like I always believed in karma, but I ain't never think it'd happen so fast. You never know when it's gonna happen. Like God really, he really showed me. He really showed me like watch what you say and watch what you do as a person. Cause I felt like I deserved that car accident. It really helped me and it really guided me to show me who I needed to be and what I needed not to be. Like them 2020 to 2021, I was on the soul searching moment, like finding how to be myself. Like, would the world embrace me? Will I embrace myself? Or anything? Like, but like to me, like that, being at home all the time, I learned like it took away from my working out. I couldn't even work out for 2 months. Like sitting on my ass, I really hated that shit. Like sit on my ass all freaking day. I can't do that. Like I have ADHD. I have to move. Like I can't. Like, I got 1,000 thoughts in my head, and the 1,000 thoughts. That's what really helped change my life, though. Like it helped me focus. Like sitting at home really helped me focus on like what my dreams were. Like helped me find out what I needed to be clear of what I wanted. Like I ain't get to it right away, but shit, it really helped guide me to what I wanted, what I saw I needed, and how I was gonna get there. Like I was just saying I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, but I never took action. Like this right here, 2023 is really my action year. Like I'm actually going for what I want, going for what I'm doing. Those other couple years, it just helped me. That year, I got in a car accident, and the pandemic really helped build me to mold my focus. Like I felt like every tragic moment is like we'll be sad, we'll be pissed about materialistic things, but God really shows us our will to where we want to be and where we need to be and what He sees for us and what we have to do to get to it. And like people always say, "Who is your God?" My God is Allah. That's who I see. Like when Islam is what I found out this year. Like me becoming Muslim, that's the best. That's the best thing that happened to me in my life, honestly. Like, like these last 2 months, I probably have not been the best Muslim in the world. But me seeking God, like at first, like I got baptized, I think last year, and I started doing more studying about like all the religions, and the one that felt closest to me was was Islam. Islam really was the I felt like the closest thing to what I seek God was. I believe in one God and one creator and who created this world and what he what he what he sees us doing and how we should praise him, how he does things for us once we learn from him and we follow his rules and then he gives us what we need and we want. And at the end, we all seek the kingdom, we seek the highest vibration, we all seek heaven and not hellfire. Like Islam was the best thing that happened to me. Like through all the trials and tribulations I went through in 2021, 2020, losing the people I did, going through what I went through, it just I really needed that. Like when I officially became Muslim, after I did Ramadan, it really took a toll on me. Like I felt like I needed that though. Like Ramadan really taught me discipline. Like not eating for 13 hours, not doing what I like, something that I needed to take away from me. Bad, yeah, I'm a little tired. I'm not doing like certain stuff for 13 hours, and it showed me how to honor women, how to honor God. It just taught me like principles and rules that I've been placed in my life, and it really showed. It really helped guide me to what I needed to be. Like all of these events in my life really, like all of these events really guided me. Like like God is what I seek every day. I pray 5 times a day. Uh, I sin, but I ask God to forgive me with it. I ask God to forgive me. But and we're not perfect as human. But I always seek God, and that's one thing I just that's one thing in this world that we know is guaranteed, and that's what our relationship with God if we put towards the effort. Like I'm just thankful for that. I really needed that. Like the Quran, like that's the one of the most powerful tools ever created on this earth. And I love reading it. I had to restart it because like I didn't want to just bald my head with too much knowledge. I wanted to take step by steps to learn it. Like for real, like you gotta take your time with something like that. You can't just we just gonna hop into it and then just think it's just easy. Like we gotta take time to learn God. We gotta really focus on that. Like my podcast here is literally I'm here to create a safe space for people. I want our how we feel, how we think, how society wants us to think is not how we supposed to be thinking. Like all this music and shit, music, Facebook, all of that, it's all just things just to tear away our families. Like especially the music. Like I don't have no problem with nobody listening to them. Like I rarely listen to music now. Like I listen to it sometimes. Like this shit is really fucking with us. Like all this shit, the food, everything. Like everything gonna take time to come together, but we got this. But back to what I'm talking about. Like real deal. Like 2021 and 2022 and 2020. I say probably like I was saying, it's like those years were very impactful for me. Like the last two, really been difficult. Like changing, like learning to change a circle, learning to adapt, improve is what really helped me, honestly. Like it just I don't want to be too much all over the place. I'm gonna share some more on my next episode, but like honestly, my mental health was not always okay. Like I always like being around a negative society, it make you feel negative. That's why I said the shit about social media. Like I be on there like it's crazy sometimes, but sometimes I would go ghost or I'll like delete it for like a few days, delete it for like an hour, cause we all need our break. Cause it's a like strain on our mindsets. Like this one got like the way it got the dudes thinking, the way it got the women thinking. Like we both need each other gradually. Like we supposed to be each other's strongholds. We supposed to be guiding each other, learning from each other, learn from your spouse. I know everybody in this world probably not gonna be in a relationship or nothing, but like for the most part, everybody I feel like love is what like like they say with a man you gonna see the best version of him when he has a strong woman on his side, and that I feel like that's true. Like that's one thing I see. I seek a like I never had a family like I had a family, but like I ain't have a 2 parent household, and that's one thing. That's like my one of my one thing I want though, like for my children, I want a 2-parent household. Like that's like 2-parent household, 8 to 12 children, big family. We all doing like family Olympics and stuff like that. Like the what's it called? It Cheapest by a Dozen. Like this is my movie. Like I see that movie and like I think that's how I want to be. Like that's a fun family. Like they all living together. They probably argue, be mad at each other, but they always there for each other. Like I just want us to have the togetherness and have that mental stability that we need. Like mine's like my mental. Like to me, I like in this day and age, like I'll be sad sometimes, but my mental not that bad. Like if it is, I'll talk to God. I feel like we shouldn't seek people. Like if you don't seek somebody, seek your spouse or something. But or like not your spouse, but your girlfriend or something like that. If you can't seek them, seek God. Like God is something like the Creator. Speaking to Him, praying to Him. It really just helps guide you onto the right things, y'all. Like with me, it God is just my virtue. No more, no less. And I will always bet on Him. I bet on God. I bet on me. Nothing else. Like nothing else. Like I don't feel like I can't do nothing. I feel like I can do everything, and I will do everything. Yeah, but mental health. Like we don't talk about mental health at all for men. Men's mental health is one of the most very important things. Like honestly, like we need to really like we have to bring things like that to life. Like honestly, just having a clear mind, loving ourselves, appreciating each other, not wearing each other down, learning when to step away, when to be calm, when to be graceful, and when to love. Like it all takes time for people, but I believe it can always happen, and it will happen. And I believe it will, I'm just thankful for that I learned it myself. Like I'm gonna continue learning. I'm not the smartest person in the world. I don't want to be I don't want to be the smartest person in the room. I want to learn from everybody, and I'm gonna continue to do that. And y'all, I can't wait to give y'all a more organized segment. We're gonna continue to talk about men's mental health, Black women mental health, and we're gonna continue to build upon this. We're gonna continue to love each other, build relationships with each other. Just have togetherness, have unity, have strength, and seek God. Love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, nobody will, and that's one of the most important things in the world. So thank y'all today for joining in with my podcast. I'm gonna continue to just drop. I'm gonna continue to have more information drop and drop every episode. I want like if you want to be a guest, just hit me up on my Instagram, Foreign Darnay James, or on TikTok. Add me on TikTok at I think is it SPM Darnay, SPM Darnay J, on Facebook Darnay Davis. I'm really on every platform, and I don't know if I think I'm still on Twitter. Let me see. Am I on Twitter? I'm probably on Twitter. If I do, I'll figure it out later. But y'all, add me on every platform. I'm here to be a tool for y'all. Continue to just be that voice in your head, to be that safe space. If you need something to talk about, just come on the podcast. We like somebody probably going through the same experience as you. You probably just don't know it. And if you sharing your story, somebody's story is gonna be relative to yours. So always be. You probably ain't willing to share now, but when you are, just know you are helping someone else. Just thank y'all for joining my podcast today. Stay blessed, stay woke. Always believe in yourself, love yourself. Think what I will, not I won't. And this is Darnay J with the Blue Talk, and I'm out.